Maya's phone buzzed. Another rejection. Zero credit, zero luck. She felt stuck, invisible, like the financial world just didn't see her. Then, her abuela, wise and knowing, whispered one simple sentence. That sentence? It added a whopping 150 points to Maya's credit score in just 45 days, and she didn't spend a single dime. Stick around. I'm handing you the exact playbook she followed, and trust me, it's going to make some big banks very, very nervous. Alright, let's get this straight from the jump. I'm not selling you a course, pushing some dodgy credit card, or trying to shill crypto. Seriously, none of that. I'm just a girl who watched her best friend, Maya, go from being completely ghosted by lenders to getting pre-approved for apartments and cards in a ridiculously short 6 weeks. And guess what? I took meticulous notes. Every single actionable step, every subtle nuance, every aha moment is right here. Today, you get those notes for free. By the time we wrap this up, you'll not only know how to copy Maya's completely free trick, but you'll understand exactly why it sends shivers down the spines of credit card issuers. Plus, I've got 2 bonus moves that'll keep that credit momentum rolling long after the initial boost. Ready to pull back the curtain and make those credit card companies sweat a little? Let's dive in. Maya, like so many smart, financially savvy people, graduated college debt-free. No student loans, no credit cards, no late payments weighing her down. Sounds incredibly responsible, right? The picture of financial health? Well, in the bizarre world of credit, it's actually the opposite. The credit bureaus had absolutely nothing to score. Zero history. To them, no history screams high risk. It's a silent, but deafening, red flag. Because of that non-existent score, Maya lost 3 dream apartments, 2 fantastic job offers that required background checks, and even a used Honda Civic she'd already named and pictured road tripping in. Each time she applied, each hard pull on her non-existent file, it didn't just slam her ego, it flooded her inbox with those soul-crushing, "We regret to inform you" emails. It felt like a personal attack, a constant reminder that her hard work and financial prudence were somehow being punished. The real kicker? Despite working 2 jobs and diligently saving $10,000, she couldn't even qualify for a basic $500 secured credit card. Think about that for a second. 10 grand in the bank, and still denied. It's a harsh, frustrating truth. Credit isn't about how much cash you have. It's about proving you can handle other people's cash responsibly. Without that proof, that financial track record, you're essentially invisible to the system. And invisible, my friends, equals denied. Denied equals stuck. It's a vicious, soul-sucking cycle. One Tuesday night, completely at her wit's end, she poured out her heart to her grandma over a steaming bowl of sopa de pollo. The old lady, listening patiently, finally let out a soft chuckle. "Mija," she said, her eyes twinkling, "you're trying to build a beautiful house with no bricks. I've got bricks, thousands of them, right there on my dresser." Maya, confused, followed her abuela's gaze. Grandma's dresser brick wasn't a literal brick at all. It was a perfectly maintained, 22-year-old credit card with a generous $22,000 limit, never a late payment, and utilization consistently below 5%. Just one simple add-on user later, and Maya suddenly had more bricks than she knew what to do with. So, here it is, the little secret those big issuers would rather you not know. Become an authorized user on a seasoned, low-balance credit card. It's deceptively simple, yet incredibly powerful. You don't even get a physical card in the mail unless the primary cardholder specifically requests one for you. And in Maya's case, her abuela wisely opted not to. But here's the magic. The entire payment history of that card, all those years of on-time payments and low utilization, lands squarely on your credit file, often overnight. It's like co-writing a best-selling novel after the original author already won the Pulitzer. You instantly inherit all that established credibility. But there are rules, and these aren't suggestions. They're critical for success. Asterisk pick someone who pays early, not just on time. Asterisk. This is huge. Bureaus absolutely adore early birds. Paying a day or two before the due date signals a level of financial discipline that simply paying on the due date doesn't quite capture. It shows foresight and excellent money management, and your credit score will thank you for it. Asterisk make sure the card reports authorized user to all three major bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Asterisk. Most major banks do this automatically, but it's not a given for every single card or every small credit union. Don't assume. Call the bank and explicitly ask. A quick 5-minute phone call can save you weeks of waiting for a boost that never comes. Asterisk aim for a card with a limit above $10,000 and utilization consistently below 10%. Asterisk. This isn't just a nice to have, it's a game changer. Let's do some quick math to illustrate the brutal reality. If your own $300 secured card is completely maxed out, 100% utilization, adding a $15,000 zero balance card to your file instantly slices your overall credit utilization from 100% down to a minuscule 2% or less. FICO, the credit scoring giant, rewards that kind of dramatic drop with significant, double-digit score jumps. It's one of the fastest ways to improve your utilization ratio, which accounts for a massive 30% of your score. Maya's grandma, bless her heart, checked every single box. A Bank of America card, 22 years of perfect history, a $22,000 limit, and a paltry $400 balance. Maya was added as an authorized user on a Thursday. By the following Wednesday, she got that glorious Credit Karma ping. Her score had jumped from a dismal 550 to an impressive 689. She hadn't touched a piece of plastic, she had simply inherited credibility, a financial legacy. Issuers absolutely despise this trick because it completely shortcuts their carefully calibrated risk models. They want you crawling, painstakingly, from subprime to prime, paying their exorbitant 29% APRs every step of the way. Authorized user status, when done right, isn't a crawl. It's an express elevator, and it bypasses years of their revenue-generating, credit-building products. Okay, one trick is cute, maybe even a little clever. But a well-oiled system? That's just plain sexy. After that initial, incredible boost, Maya didn't just sit back. She locked in those gains and supercharged her score even further with two brilliant micro moves that, again, cost her literally $0. These aren't big, complicated strategies, they're subtle tweaks that make a huge difference. Micro Move 1. The $15 Netflix rule, asterisk. After her score jumped, Maya was finally approved for a no annual fee secured credit card. Smart move. She immediately set her Netflix subscription, which was $13.99 at the time, to autopay from this new card. Then, here's the critical part. She manually paid off that $13.99 balance on the 28th of asterisk every single month asterisk. That's typically 3 days before the statement close date. What was the result? A steady, consistent stream of on-time payments stacking up like perfectly cooked pancakes, and her utilization on that card was frozen at a pristine 2%. FICO's payment history slice, which accounts for a massive 35% of your total score, got fatter and healthier with every passing month. It's about building a consistent, positive payment habit that the bureaus love to see. Micro Move 2. Asterisk the 11-day double tap. Asterisk. This one is a little more nuanced but just as powerful. On that same secured card, Maya started paying her tiny balance asterisk 11 days before the statement date. Why 11 days, you ask? Because that's the sweet spot. Most banks report your balance to the credit bureaus around that time. Pay too early, and the balance might read zero, which isn't bad, but it doesn't show active, responsible credit use. Pay too late, and the balance reported might be higher than you want, dinging your utilization. 11 days keeps a small, respectful balance that whispers to the bureaus, I use credit, yes, but I'm absolutely not needy. I'm in control. It's a subtle dance, but it signals financial savvy. Combined, these two micro moves didn't just maintain her score, they added another 30 points in the asterisk very same billing cycle. From 689 to a solid 719, officially in prime territory. Suddenly, the tables had turned. Lenders weren't ghosting her anymore. They were mailing pre-approvals like party flyers, begging her to sign up. Hey, quick pause here. If all this information is already clicking and making sense, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button. Seriously, it helps YouTube show this video to someone else who's still scrolling through those gut-wrenching denial emails. And if you're ready to take action, drop, I'm in the comments below, and I'll personally DM you the exact script Maya used to ask her grandma without sounding like, you know, a total freeloader. Alright, back to the story. Now, let's be real. Even magic comes with a few caveats. The authorized user strategy, while incredibly effective, isn't entirely risk-free. Here's the critical part. If the primary cardholder misses even one payment, or suddenly racks up a huge balance, that bruise shows up on asterisk your credit report too. It's like being in a financial carpool. You're along for the ride, good or bad. That's why Maya's grandma, with her decades of financial wisdom, set up two absolutely non-negotiable guardrails. Asterisk she kept Maya's physical card locked away, asterisk. Not just in a safe place, but literally in a specific, locked buffet drawer. This meant zero chance of accidental, or intentional, let's be honest, spending sprees. Maya had the credit history, but not the spending power, which was exactly the point. This isn't about getting a free shopping spree, it's about building your credit profile. Asterisk she signed up for auto pay plus text alerts for balance changes, asterisk. Auto pay ensured that the minimum payment was never missed. The text alerts were her early warning system. If the balance ever crept past that critical 10% utilization mark, she paid it down asterisk that day. No waiting for the statement, no excuses. This proactive approach kept the card's utilization consistently low, benefiting both her and Maya. The moral of the story here is crystal clear. Only hitch your wagon to someone who treats credit like a loaded gun, with immense respect and caution. This isn't just about finding anyone with a good score, it's about finding someone you deeply trust. If parents or grandparents aren't an option, think about an older, financially responsible cousin, a godparent, or even a trusted boss or mentor. When you approach them, be prepared. Offer to Venmo them the balance every month if you ever do need to charge something small. That kind of promise shows maturity, responsibility, and helps keep the relationship clean and transparent. It builds trust, which is the foundation of this entire strategy. Let's tackle some common myths that might be slowing you down or making you second-guess this powerful strategy. These are the speed bumps of misinformation that keep people stuck. Asterisk myth 1. Authorized user status stops counting in 2025. Asterisk absolutely wrong. This rumor pops up every few years, and it's simply not true. FICO 10T, the latest and greatest scoring model, still includes authorized user accounts in its calculations. Now, it's true that lenders might weigh it slightly less if the rest of your credit file is super thin, meaning you have no other credit accounts of your own. But here's the solution. Layer in that secured card history, like Maya did, and boom. You've got a thick, robust file that combines the best of both worlds. The authorized user account gives you the initial boost, and your own secured card shows active, responsible management. Asterisk myth 2. You need to spend big to build big credit. Asterisk nonsense. This is a classic misconception that leads people into unnecessary debt. Maya's credit utilization stayed consistently south of 5% on all her cards, and she bought nothing pricier than her weekly Taco Tuesday. Issuers care about asterisk ratios asterisk, specifically, your credit utilization ratio, not the dollar amount of your purchases. A small, consistent balance paid off regularly is far more effective than maxing out a card and paying it off slowly. It's about demonstrating restraint and responsible management, not proving you can spend a lot. Asterisk myth 3. Closing the card kills your score. Asterisk this one is partially true, but it's often misunderstood. When you close an old account, it can negatively impact your average age of accounts, which is a scoring factor. However, the history of that account, including its age and payment record, stays on your credit report for up to 10 years. By the time that old account finally drops off, you should have plenty of your own decade-old cards. Think of that authorized user account as training wheels for your credit bike, not a lifelong crutch. Once you've established your own strong credit profile, the impact of that original account eventually fading away will be minimal. Let's trace Maya's incredible, rapid transformation in real time, just so you can see how quickly this can happen for you. Asterisk day 1. Asterisk Maya's grandma officially adds her as an authorized user on that pristine Bank of America card. The wheels are in motion, silently, powerfully. Asterisk day 5. Asterisk Credit Karma, her trusty credit monitoring app, pings her with an alert. A new account now shows on her file. The initial seeds have been planted. Asterisk day 18. The first truly jaw-dropping moment. Her credit score pops a phenomenal 39 points. She's officially out of the very poor category and on her way. Asterisk day 32. Armed with her boosted score, Maya applies for and gets approved for her own secured credit card. This is a crucial step for building independent credit history. Asterisk day 40. Another significant jump. Her score leaps by another 30 points, thanks to the combination of the authorized user account aging and her new secured card starting to report positive activity. Asterisk day 45. Boom. From a starting point of 550, Maya hits a perfect 700 on the nose. In just over a month, she's transformed her financial standing. She immediately screenshotted that beautiful dashboard, sent it to her future landlord, and got the apartment she wanted that very same afternoon. But it gets even better. Her security deposit dropped from 2 months' rent to just half a month because her new, prime credit bracket qualified her for a prime renter incentive. That's real money. A cool $1,800 she kept right in her pocket. That's the tangible power of good credit. So there you have it. 150 points added to a credit score, $0 spent, and one incredibly grateful abuela. While credit card companies are busy trying to lure you in with their 29% APR offers, you, my friend, have just hacked the system for free. You've learned the secret. You've seen the playbook. Add in the 2 powerful micro moves we covered, implement Grandma's wise guardrails, and follow that simple 45-day timeline. And trust me, your credit score graph will look like a hockey stick, shooting straight up. If this video saved you years of frustrating guesswork and financial struggle, do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button. I drop new, actionable credit hacks every single Tuesday, designed to empower you. And please, share this with that friend who's still couch surfing or struggling because of no credit. They need to hear this. Always remember, bricks before houses, authorized before authorized user, and the golden rule, always pay early, not just on time. Go build that credit. And for more incredible resources and tools, be sure to visit our website at www.streamlinebusinessai.com.